Hey everyone, it's Jonathan, and I'm going to be on vacation in August, but before I disappear, I have a few updates and announcements for you. To save myself some time and headache, I'm going to combine all the announcements into one update, and this will go up on my main channel, iHeart Animation, Every Version Ever, and the Disney Movie Marathon. First up, this part really only concerns the audio listeners, and even then, you will not have even noticed because it's already done, but I have moved podcast hosts again, at least for the Disney Movie Marathon and Every Version Ever. Not that this makes a huge difference to anyone but me, but because in my last moving update for those podcasts, I said I was moving to Red Circle, and I wanted to update you again to let you know that I've moved once more, hopefully for the final time, to RSS.com. When I moved my podcasts off Spotify at the beginning of the year, I wanted to try multiple hosting platforms to see if any were better than others. I chose RSS.com for iHeart Animation, and so far I've really liked their platform, so much so that I decided to move both Every Version Ever and the Disney Movie Marathon over there. For now, my newest podcast, the Joncast Rewind/Multiverse, will stay on Substack. I'm hoping that since that platform is both a blog and a podcast host, it can eventually become something more. That could change, especially because RSS.com has a big advantage over Substack in that I was monetized almost immediately, which is another big reason to bring all my shows together. So far this year, I have made upwards of $23. I know, I'm raking in the big bucks, but that's still $23 more than I was earning at Red Circle, and since I have so far liked just about everything else about RSS.com just a little bit more, I decided I wanted to consolidate everything to one platform. Except, like I said, the Joncast, which will stay on Substack for now. Also, in regards to monetization, I don't think I actually mentioned this in any recent announcements yet, but I have finally been monetized on YouTube. So far, just the main channel, and I have yet to hit the $100 payout threshold, but between my audio podcast and the main channel, I'm finally bringing in at least a couple dollars here and there, which is what counts at the moment. Beyond all that though, my other main update is in regards to my upcoming schedule. Since I'll be on vacation, my output is going to be way down everywhere, but I have contingency plans in place so I don't completely disappear. I have a few bonus/repeat episodes scheduled for Every Version Ever and the Disney Movie Marathon, and I have some on standby if I need them for iHeart Animation, but I also have a few episodes recorded for iHeart Animation that I'm going to try and work on while I'm on vacation, if I have time. Specifically, I have 2 more 2025 animation podcasts recorded, the final 2 in that mini-series. Katie Fabric joined me to do her top 5 animated films of last year, and then Larry Chilson and I went through and fully ranked all the animated films we saw from 2025, worst to best. Besides those 2, I also have some already completed, sort of bonus episodes on standby if I need them, at least one of which will likely go up next week, but I'll release the 2025 animation episodes as I'm able to get them edited. For the Disney Movie Marathon, I have a 3-part miniseries that was originally recorded as a 6-part miniseries for iHeart Animation, along with 4 bonus episodes that previously were Patreon exclusives. This is a deluxe, re-edited, extended version of a miniseries on Aardman Animation's Wallace and Gromit franchise, and they will cover the TV specials in the first episode, the films in the second, and the third and final installment will combine the 4 Patreon episodes, which were all tangents cut out from our roughly 8 hours of recording for the miniseries. I was joined by Sarah, Nikki, and Dan for these. Sarah, Nikki, and I live in the Midwest of the United States, while Dan is from a region known as the West Midlands in the UK, and the similarities and differences between where we live, as well as the fact that he lives not too far from where Wallace and Gromit is set, created a lot of opportunities for tangents. These episodes will not go up on my main channel, but they will go up on my Joncast Rewind channel. I re-edited these for my new podcast, but I'd always figured on using them as bonus episodes, both on the Disney Movie Marathon and iHeart Animation. So when I started making plans to take a trip in August, I figured this would be the perfect time to use them. I'm not releasing them right away on iHeart Animation. I have other stuff that's going to come first, plus the original series only came out a year ago, so I'm hoping to leave a wider gap before I need to use them again. I should be back with brand new actual Disney episodes in September, but if you want to get a Disney podcast fix sooner, I also joined a couple of my regular guests, Rachel Wagner and Stanford Clark, on their Talking Disney podcast for an episode ranking the entire Toy Story franchise. The main 5 movies, the spin-offs, the shorts, and the TV specials. I'll have a link to the YouTube version of that episode in the description, or you can find the Talking Disney podcast wherever you prefer to listen to your podcasts. For Every Version Ever, I'm going to need to take at least a month off. I have several miniseries in the works, but only a couple episodes each recorded. I don't have a full miniseries ready to go, and I likely won't for a while. To give you something while I'm on hiatus, I've decided I will be rerunning a miniseries I did with Trivial Theater 5 years ago on Little Shop of Horrors. I pulled this miniseries out of the vault also to rerun on my new podcast, but I decided to make two versions, an episodic miniseries like I originally ran, and one long mega podcast that I'm uploading to my Joncast Rewind YouTube channel. That extra long episode should be available at some point in August, likely before each individual episode goes up, but if you choose to go that route, just be warned that it is roughly 3.5 hours long, so it's definitely a time commitment, but it's perfect for a marathon house cleaning session or a long art project. After that, I'm not 100% sure when the podcast will be back with brand new episodes or what the next topic will be for sure, but I will say I'm recording several mini-series at once, depending on who's available, so some contenders for what the next series could be, depending on how quickly I can get the rest of the episodes recorded, are Charlotte's Web, The War of the Worlds, Mary Poppins, and The Jungle Book. The Little Shop of Horrors miniseries will be re-released weekly, and the first episode should be out next week. The Wallace and Gromit miniseries on the Disney Movie Marathon will also release weekly. That will start releasing on both the Disney Movie Marathon and the Joncast Rewind on Friday, and iHeart Animation should still be weekly. Even if I can't get something brand new edited, I have some episodes on standby that I can slot in. As for YouTube, videos will happen as I have time. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for now. I will be back as soon as I can, but in the meantime, I hope you enjoy the content I've prepared in advance. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon for more brand new episodes on iHeart Animation, Every Version Ever, and the Disney Movie Marathon.